Hi friends, good morning and welcome to this class again. And we said in the previous class that minerals can be divided into many groups, mainly three groups: metallic, non-metallic and power resources or energy resources. Then the first category is metallic resource. Metallic means from the name itself it is very clear, the minerals that are containing metals. So this metal can be divided again into three, we can say. One is non-ferrous, that means the metals, first one is ferrous, that is metal, minerals containing metal, iron metal. Another one is non-ferrous, that is minerals which are containing metals other than iron. Then precious metals like silver, gold and so on. So let us see now about the ferrous minerals. The ferrous minerals. So ferrous minerals account for about 3/4 of the total value of the production of metallic minerals. So out of the total metallic minerals, 3/4 is ferrous mineral, that means containing iron. So majority of the minerals are containing iron, 3/4 of it. And they provide a strong base for the development of metallurgical industries. So it is because of these ferrous minerals that our industries which are completely depending on this metallic works is surviving. If these ferrous minerals we don't have, means everything will have to buy from other countries, we will have to import, and that will be a great expenditure. Then India exports substantial quantities of ferrous minerals after meeting her internal demand. Since we have a lot of ferrous minerals, what do? We don't keep only for ourselves, we use for our purpose, our substantial, our basic needs, then we export it to other countries who don't have enough ferrous minerals, they buy from us. So that is how we do it. Now let us see in details about iron ore. Iron ore. Then take page number 52. Iron ore is the basic mineral and the backbone of industrial development. You can underline. Which ore is the basic mineral and the backbone of industrial development? What is the answer? The iron ore. India is endowed with fairly abundant resources of iron ore, and India is rich in good quality iron ores. Magnetite is the finest iron ore with a heavy and high content of iron up to 70%. So by grace of God we can say, fortunately we are having sufficient, we are having enough iron ore for our country. That's why we are able to even export it to other countries. And there is a good quality iron ore we have, that is called magnetite. You can underline the good quality iron ore that we have, that is magnetite. And in this magnetite 70% is iron. So iron ore means not 100% iron, lot of other minerals are also mixed up, but in this magnetite 70% of it is iron. Therefore when we take magnetite we get more iron from that, the waste is less. Then it has excellent magnetic qualities, especially valuable in the electrical industry. So one of the qualities of the iron that we receive from this magnetite iron ore is it has got a lot of magnetic qualities. That's why name itself is called magnetite. So it is very useful in electrical industries because of this quality of magnet. And hematite ore is the most important industrial iron ore in terms of quantity used. So another type of iron ore is hematite. Before one is magnetite, now second one is hematite, and that is the most important industrial iron ore in terms of quantity used, but has the slightly lower iron content than magnetite. So this one has got between 50 to 60 percentage of iron content is there in the hematite, but in the magnetite it is 70, it is the highest. But what is more available for us is hematite. So most of the factory or most of the works is done by this hematite iron ore because that is more abundantly. Though it has got little less iron content, since it has got more availability, the people are using hematite iron ore in India. So we learned about two types of iron ore which is very good quality. One is magnetite, and that has got very high iron content in it, that is 70 percentage. And the second type is called hematite, and that is mostly used in our country for the industrial work. It has got a little less iron content, that is between 50 to 60 percentage iron content is there. And you can see the chart there in your book. So where are these iron ores are found? So Jharkhand has got 28 percentage, and Chhattisgarh has got 19 percentage of iron ore. Then Karnataka has got 11 percentage, and Odisha has got 33 percentage. That is the highest. And all the other states together, they give or they produce or they supply only 9 percentage. So among the states in India, the Odisha has got the highest iron ore stock. Iron ore stock they have. They have 33 percentage of total iron ore is coming from Odisha. Second is Jharkhand. That's why lot of iron and steel industries are made here, set up here in these two states between Odisha and Jharkhand, because there are a lot of iron ore are there, and therefore it is very easy to supply to the factories and so on. Otherwise they have to bring from very far away, means it will be more expensive. Therefore where this is available, they are setting up industry also there. Then there's a little GK is there. Do you know? Kudre in Karnataka means horse. So in Kannada language, Kudre means horse. And the highest peak in the western Ghats of Karnataka resembles the face of a horse. And Bailadila hills look like a hum of an ox, and hence its name. So the western Ghats in the Karnataka, that hill looks like the head of a horse, and therefore they are naming that hill Kudre. And Bailadila, in Kannada Bailadila means ox, and there is a hill in Karnataka that looks like the hum of an ox, and hence it is known as Bailadila. So it is just about GK or knowledge. So how the people are naming the hills there because of the shape. It looks like animal's head or animal's hum and so on. Therefore it looks, the name is given to them. Then let us see now in which are the areas we already saw in the graph, which are the states having highest content of iron ore, and let us see now in detail the areas where these iron ore are found. So Odisha Jharkhand belt, so between Odisha and Jharkhand, that area is having highest amount of iron ore. So in Odisha, high grade of hematite ore is found in Badamkar mines in the Mayurbhanj and Kedurchar districts. So this iron ore called hematite, we said it is containing 50 to 60 percentage of iron, and that is very much available in the state of Odisha. So the places where this iron ore is found, the hematite is found is Badamkar and Mayurbhanj. These are the places where this hematite iron ore is found. In the adjoining Singhbum district of Jharkhand, hematite iron ore is mined in Goa and Namunti. So other places like Singhbum district of Jharkhand and hematite iron ore is mined in Goa and Namunti. So these are the places in Odisha and Jharkhand where these mines are existing, the iron ore mines, from where they get this hematite iron ore. Then Durg Bastar Chandrapur belt, another region between Durg Bastar and Chandrapur. So connecting these three places, there is in between these three places there is a lot of iron ore. So this Durg Bastar Chandrapur belt lies in Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra. Very high grade of hematites are found in the famous Biladila range of hills in the Bastar district of Chhattisgarh. So between Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra, these mines are existing, and there is also very high grade of this hematite iron ore is available. The range of hills comprise of 14 deposits of super high grade hematite iron ore. It has the best physical properties needed for steel making. Iron ore from these mines is exported to Japan and South Korea via Visakhapatnam port. So from here we have 14 deposits are there. That means 14 mines are there. That means plenty of stock is there. And so we get from here very good quality of hematite iron ore, and we are exporting it to Japan and South Korea, and it is exported through Visakhapatnam port. Where is Visakhapatnam? In Andhra. So through the seaport it is exported with a ship. Then another iron ore belt is Ballari Chitradurga belt. Ballari, Chitradurga and Chikkamaluru and Tumakuru belt in Karnataka. So these four places connecting in Karnataka, there is the large deposit of iron ore. Which are that belts? Ballari, Chitradurga, Chikkamaluru and Tumakuru belts. All these four places are in Karnataka. Then the Kundramukh mines located in the western Ghats of Karnataka are a 100% export unit. So there is a special mine is there which is called Kundramukh or Kudremukh. We already said Kudre means horse. So that mountains near Kudre, there is a mine, and that entire iron ore is used for 100% is export unit. It is used for exporting, not for using for our own purpose, but it is meant for exporting. Then Kudremukh deposits are known to be one of the largest in the world. So we can underline which is the iron ore deposit known as the biggest or the largest in the world. That is Kudremukh. Kudremukh means the face of the horse. Mukh means face. Kudre means the horse. Then the ore is transported as slurry through pipeline to a port near Mangaluru. So we said it is exported, 100% exported, and they export it as slurry. Slurry means liquid, watery. So it is not converted, but it is sent through the pipeline. And another type is Maharashtra Goa belt. There also we find a little bit of iron ore. So Maharashtra Goa belt includes the state of Goa and Ratnagiri district of Maharashtra. So between Goa and Maharashtra, the belt is there. Though the ores are not of very high quality, yet they are efficiently exploited. And iron ore is exported through Marmago ports. So here the iron ore that is found is not of the best quality, but still it is maximum exploited. That means it is taken out fully. Maximum taken out, and from here also export is there, and from here it is going through Marmagao port, that is the seaport in Goa. So from there it is exported to other countries. So that is about iron ore. So we have 4 areas are there where iron ore is mined. Which are they? First one is Odisha Jharkhand belt. Second one is Durg Bastar Chandrapur belt. Then the third one is Ballari Chitradurga Chikmagaluru and Tumakuru belt in Karnataka, and the fourth one is Maharashtra Goa belt. So these are the 4 regions or 4 areas where this iron ore is available, found and exploited, and we send it even abroad. And the only unit that is in Karnataka which is used for exporting, 100% exporting, is Kudramukh, and there it is sent by pipeline. So all this speciality try to remember. Then the second type of ferrous is manganese. Manganese is another mineral which contains iron. So manganese is mainly used in the manufacturing of steel and ferro-manganese alloy. So what is the purpose of manganese? It is used in manufacturing steel. So if you want to make a steel, what you have to do? You have to mix iron and manganese, then it becomes hard like a strong steel. So nearly 10 kg of manganese is required to manufacture 1 ton of steel. So if you want to make 1 ton of steel, you need to mix 10 kg of manganese there. Then it is also used in manufacturing bleaching powder, insecticides and paint. So other usefulness of manganese is to make pesticides, bleaching powder and paint. So you can underline what are the usefulness of manganese. What are the usefulness of manganese? First one is to make steel. Second one is to make pesticides. Third one is for making bleaching powder. And fourth one is meant for pesticides. And the fifth one is meant for making paint. So remember all these paints. So we can see the chart there also. The percentage of manganese produced in India, which are the areas. So where is the highest part coming from? Odisha. Odisha is producing 25% of the manganese. Then followed by Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh is producing 24% of the total production. Then Karnataka is producing 22%. Then all the other states together, they are producing 29%. So Odisha is the largest producer of manganese ores in India, and it accounted for 1/3 of the country's total production in 2000 and 2001. So Odisha state alone was able to produce 1/3 of the country's total production. 1/3 means it will be 33%, no? So in the year 2000-2001, 33% of the manganese was produced by Odisha state alone. So these are the 2 ferrous minerals, iron as well as manganese. So manganese is meant for making steel. It is mixed with iron and steel is produced. So the more manganese we mix with iron, the stronger the iron will become. So the steel will become. Now let us see about non-ferrous minerals. We studied about ferrous. Now let us see about non-ferrous. Non-ferrous minerals. India's reserves and production of non-ferrous minerals is not very satisfactory. However, these minerals, which include copper, bauxite, lead, zinc and gold, play a vital role in the number of metallurgical, engineering and electrical industries. So let us study the distribution of copper and bauxite. So we can say India is not very rich in non-ferrous minerals. So some of the non-ferrous minerals are copper, bauxite, lead, zinc, gold and so on. So though India is not very rich in these minerals, somehow we are able to produce a certain amount, and which is playing a very important role in our industry. For example, metallurgical industry, engineering industry and electrical industry. So the little source that we have, the little deposit that we have is very much supporting our industries, especially metallurgical industry, electrical industry and what is another industry? In the engineering industry. So in this we shall study mainly about two non-ferrous minerals. They are copper and bauxite. So first let us see about copper. So India is critically deficient in reserve and production of copper, and being a malleable, ductile and a good conductor, copper is mainly used in electrical cables, electronics and chemical industries. So what are the specialities of copper? So it is critically deficient in the reserve and production of copper. So first of all, India is not having enough copper deposit. We are running on deficit. And the qualities of copper is that it is malleable. Malleable means we can change the shape of it and make it very thin, like wire. You have seen the copper wire which is used for putting light. So very thin, is not smaller than the thread, we can say, very thin one, and there will be so many will be put inside one wire. So copper can be made very thin wires, very thin threads, we can say, that is called malleable. Then ductile means it can be pulled and it can be made long. All these are character of copper. And another most important character of this copper is that it is a good conductor. I hope you know what is conductor. So in the vehicles and so in the bus and so, if you go, there's a conductor who is collecting tickets and collecting money and so. So it is not that conductor. Copper cannot be conductor in the bus. So here conductor means one that is allowing the electricity to pass through. That is called conductor. So copper is a good conductor. That means it will allow the electricity to pass. That is why it is used for wiring and so, making wire and so. If it is not a conductor, then it will not be used for making electric wire. So because of these qualities, that it can be made very thin and it can be made very long, and it allows the electricity to pass through it. That is, it's a conductor. Therefore, because of all this, it has got a very good demand in the electrical industries to make cables and so on. And conductor, can you say some objects which will not allow the electricity to pass through? For example, dry wood, we can say. If it is a fresh wood, means it will allow somehow electricity to pass through. So if you are getting shock and so, and how will you save that person? A person is getting shock from electricity, the hand is touching the wire and cannot take out. So how will you remove that person? If you go and touch him and pull him, you also will get shocked, because human body also is a conductor. It allows the electricity to pass through. So you must take some dry stick and try to separate the person's hand with wire. Don't go and touch out of eagerness to help, then you also will be trapped. So electricity which you will not allow to pass, which will not be passed through, that is dry stick or dry cloth. All these things can be used for saving a person who is getting electric shocks. I hope you have already studied that one, just for a sharing of knowledge. So the Bauxite mines in Madhya Pradesh, Khetri mines in Rajasthan and Singhbum district of Jharkhand are leading producers of copper. So in India, we said we are running on deficit, we don't have enough copper stock, but the little that we have, that is produced in different parts of India, mainly in Rajasthan, Jharkhand. These are the states producing, and Madhya Pradesh. These three states only producing copper. Which are they? So Balaghat mines in Madhya Pradesh, then Khetri mines in Rajasthan, and Singhbum district of Jharkhand are. These are the three states in the leading in the production of copper. Then the second one is bauxite. Another non-ferrous mineral is bauxite. So, though several ores contain aluminium, it is from bauxite, a clay-like substance, that alumina and later aluminium is obtained. You can underline. So, bauxite it is from the bauxite that aluminium is extracted. So, bauxite deposits are formed by decomposition of a wide variety of rocks rich in aluminium silicates. So from where do we get bauxite? Bauxite deposits are formed by decomposition of a wide variety of rocks. So some of the rocks, different variety of rocks get decomposed, then that will slowly change into aluminium silicates. Then aluminium is an important metal because it combines the strength of metal such as iron with extreme lightness and also with good conductivity and great malleability. So just like we said in copper, this aluminium also is used for electrical purpose, for making wire and so on. And comparing to copper, aluminium has got a better quality. That is, aluminium is very light. Comparing to copper is more heavy, aluminium is very light. Therefore, to make vessels or making aeroplane and so, aluminium is very highly used because it is very light. It is also like copper can be made into very thin wire and it can be made long and so on. Therefore, this also has got very good important place in electrical industry. And India's bauxite deposits are mainly found in the Amarkandak Plateau and Michael Hills and the plateau region of Bilaspur, Katni. So these are the, that is in Orissa, these are the places where this bauxite is found. Where are they? They are found in Amarkandak Plateau, then Michael Hills and plateau region of Bilaspur, Katni. So these are the areas where this bauxite is found. Then Odisha was the largest bauxite producing state in India with 34.97% of the country's total production in 2009-2010. So Odisha was the state producing largest amount of bauxite in the year 2009-10. So almost 34.97, we can say 35% of production was from this state, Odisha. Then Panchapat Mali deposits of Koraput district are the most important bauxite deposits in the states. So in Odisha, where is the highest deposit of bauxite? It is in Panchpatmali deposits. You can underline the Panchpatmali deposits in Korput district are the most important bauxite deposits in the state. So we shall stop for today. Then in the coming day we will study more about the other minerals, non-metallic minerals. So there is a little more short notice here about aluminium. We shall complete that also. So after the discovery of aluminium, Emperor Napoleon III wore buttons and hooks on his clothes made of aluminium and served food to his more illustrious guests in aluminium utensils, and less honorable ones were served in gold and silver utensils. You can see the difference. When aluminium was introduced, it was very famous. So the emperor, even his buttons in the court, the kingly court, the buttons were made of aluminium, and he and his very important guests, they all used to eat food in aluminium plates. And if those who are coming from outside, those are not so important, and so they will be given golden vessel and silver vessel and so we can see nowadays gold is the most important metal, isn't it? Anybody who is most important, if the golden plate is available, will be provided. But those days when aluminium was introduced, aluminium was considered as the most important metal. Therefore all the important people like kings and the governors, they all were even eating their food in the aluminium plates. If you give nowadays to somebody in aluminium plates, they may throw it away, because aluminium is considered as very cheap metal now. They prefer steel, copper, gold and so nowadays, Then, so 30 years after this incident, aluminium bowls were most common with the beggars in Paris. So 30 years aluminium was considered as the most important metal. So after 30 years of introducing aluminium, it became very common and it was used by beggars and poor people and so on. So see the difference. Once the metal was considered as so important and the kings were using it, but after 30 years it became so low, it became so common, and it was used by poor people, beggars and so on. So we shall wind it up today, and we will meet you again tomorrow. Okay, then bye. Thank you.